want to twerk right there. Shit. Oh, anybody checking up on Brittany lately? Things are going crazy with Brittany. I don't think she deserves a conservatorship, but definitely check up on her every now and then, right? Look, I feel good in this dress. We got a fan somewhere? I feel like if I wasn't holding a microphone up on the stage right now, all you would just think I was just some homeless crackhead. Right? One thing about girls I noticed, I don't know if you guys have noticed, should I be in character? Either they have one or the other. Big tits, small ass, or small tits, big ass. And if you can see, I got small tits. Decent ass. And a sad. Small ass dick. I'm so waiting for DeSantis to just bust in right now and just be like, shut it down. Trying so hard not to look like Trump, but at the same time. Fuck yeah, this is awesome. I'm so glad to be here. What's up, y'all? Huh? I fucking hate that I look like a good girl right now. I look such like a good girl. But I'm a naughty girl. I just turned 36 this year. Yeah. I noticed this when I turned 36 is I brought my girlfriend's little daughter to the park the other day. And she was like, do you want to go on the swings? I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, swings! You know? I went on the swings, and every time I would come up and go down, I get that rush of a roller coaster from your nuts to your stomach. And I was like, holy shit, am I too old for the swings? This is what happens every time. Trying to quit more things as a 36-year-old. Don't be afraid to quit things, people. Don't be afraid to quit things. I quit heroin, thank you. 11 years. I quit cocaine, thank you. And I'm trying to quit cheese right now, so. I'll tell you what right now, quitting cheese is so much harder to quit than heroin. And scientists recently said that like heroin and cheese are very similar with like the endorphins it shoots off in your brain. And I'm here to tell you right now, they're not the same. They're not. Like I've had some cheese that made my eyes roll the back of my head, make me feel good, float like a little bit, but I never had cheese that made me forget I had children. I never had to drive down an alley on the west side of Chicago to meet up with Jamiroquai for a teeny bit of Gouda. Never sold my mom's CD for a wheel of cheddar. Like, they're not the same. I did jerk a guy off one time for a bag of mozzarella. This is how it went. I'm all about quitting things, man. I'm all about quitting things. Like, I had to quit dating recently because my girlfriend said so. Yeah, she's right there. She's a lovely lady. She's a MILF. First time having a MILF. Hell yeah! We scissor. Hell yeah. And, you know, we met about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And anybody out there, freshly new couple? Anybody? No new couples? Huh? No? All right, cool. Any long-time couples out there? Yeah? How'd you meet your lady or guy or whatever? It thing? I don't know. Huh? Work? Yeah, old-fashioned style. You know? Just stalk her at the place you work. I met my girl stalking her at the place she worked. At a bar. We started texting, texting. And then nowadays in relationships, everything is done through text. All the pillow talk, everything about getting to know each other through text. She was like, do you want to play 21 questions? I was like, sure. I was like, all right. She was like, all right, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite animal? Do you like to get pegged? And I was like, all right, let's stop right there. Black, dogs, and yes. Okay? I remember the first thing I told her, I was like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm a very gassy man, and I'm not going to hold these farts back. And she said, and I quote, let them rip, baby. Fell in love right there. For the last 2.5 years we've been living together, just shitting around her, just queefing everywhere, you know? She hasn't farted around me once. And here's my question to you ladies and myself. Have you mastered the art of just leaking farts out all day? You just mastered seeping them out all day? Is this what Pilates has taught you? Do girl pants have noise cancellation? What's going on? Scientists recently recorded the sounds of a black hole billions of light years away. I feel like if you hold up a microphone to any girlfriend's butt in this room, you would just hear the same sounds that we recorded from the black hole, and it was just... Is it like a dog whistle? Because every now and then our 2 dogs just look at her and like, boys, what do you see? What do you hear? Like a seashell? You just see... Woo! I deal with a lot of mental illness. My family has it too, and I didn't even realize it until recently. Like, my grandma gave all away her money, my inheritance, to a Nigerian prince named Jim. So I didn't realize it until then. But also I realized it when she was like, every time I met somebody, my grandma would be like, I was the first one to see his dick when he was a baby. I was like, all right, that's way too much information. My brother has fucking psychosis. I deal with some things. And I feel like nobody gives a shit about mental illness. Right? Like, mental illness is not really talked about like it does generally, but like there's no actual like awareness for mental illness. And I feel like the only reason that we don't have awareness for mental illness and the way that we can bring light into mental illness is if we have a parade for mental illness. We have a Christmas parade. We have a gay pride parade. There's a straight pride parade, which is the gayest shit ever. We need a mental illness parade, all right? Like, the front of the parade is like the paranoid schizophrenics. They just think everybody else behind them is just following and chasing them. Instead of a band, we have Tourette syndrome just running down the street, just like, fuck! Shit! Cock ass, bitch! The depression float would just be a bunch of millennials in a pool on their phones, like floating with a toaster about to fall into the pool. Food carts and garbage cans would be destroyed by bulimic people. No guns allowed. Instead of candy, they're just throwing out Zoloft, Xanax, weed, mushrooms. At the end of the parade, you can adopt a mental illness, like, in the arms of the baby. And at the final end of the parade, we would have Britney Spears playing.